If a picture is worth 1,000 words, then how many lies can we tell someone with a single image? My name is Cameron Riddell, and this is exactly the topic we'll discuss today. But first, the purpose of today's seminar is to communicate effectively. Whenever you're communicating, whether that's vocally, through writing, visually, or through any other modality, there is always two components to a message. There's a signal, the thing you're trying to communicate, and noise, contamination of that message via the medium. These two components are added together, and then it is the job of the recipient of your message to decipher what's signal and what's noise. When we apply this communicative idea to data visualization, we can start to gain insight into what might constitute good data visualization from bad data visualization. If you're not familiar with the work of Edward Tufte, he is a prolific and extremely famous, almost grandfather of data visualization. And he concerns that data visualization is part of a broader topic called information communication, just the ability to communicate information through a visual medium. This is the same type of medium that you would find, right, if I were to write you a message or anything else. The important aspect about data visualization is that they are often used everywhere. We see data visualization driving business decisions throughout companies, throughout decisions in government. Anywhere you see decisions being made, you'll often see data visualizations being used to support that, maybe in addition to other statistics. Well, hopefully in support of other statistics. One very famous example that I want to share with you how we can go wrong with data visualization actually comes from Edward Tufte himself, and is a review of the Challenger crash, NASA's Challenger crash. You'll see this image behind me, and you might look at it and say, what am I looking at? This is one of the graphics used to demonstrate a relationship or not a relationship between the temperatures at rocket test launches and whether or not the O-ring, which was the smoking gun, so to speak, in the Challenger crash, and whether or not the O-ring got damaged. Now, you'll see here that this is a fairly fun kind of infographic, but there is not much data being communicated here. I see maybe 40 rockets here, and I can see temperatures on the top left-hand corner of some of these rockets, and I can see some little scratch marks maybe in the middle. I'm not really sure what these mean without a key of some type, but what this fails to communicate to me is there a relationship between outside temperature and damage to the O-ring? Well, when this visualization was used to actually inform whether or not the Challenger rocket should launch, you can kind of see why they gave the green light. There is no clear relationship. There's nothing obvious about the data being communicated in this image. And you can see as a result of poor data visualization and poor communication, we have national tragedies. And now this is not to say that every poor data visualization will lead to a horrible outcome, but I find that is often strongest to start with your best examples, because we really need to focus. Whenever we're telling someone anything, you have to have a very clear and concise message and reduce the chance that that noise component of your message outweighs the signal. So be very clear and concise with your data visualization, as you would with an email you send to your coworker, or maybe whatever you tell your husband or wife or significant other when you get home from the day. But let us move on to something maybe a bit happier. That was the dangers of poor data visualization and poor communication.